Hi, guys. So I don't know who's going to be here, if anybody's going to be here. This was kind of last minute. And I know I'm still only at about 300 or so followers, so I can't post to do a live chat. And we have the children fighting because that's what makes the day. Children, hey, hey, Samantha, Samantha. This is going to be fun. Hello, whoever's joined me. Welcome, welcome. So, as I was saying before the children rudely started growling and interrupting me, and it may happen again, this is just sort of a touch base on what's been going on, what will be happening, follow up with you guys, since we've just finished the vlogs from the trip in March, just to find out what you guys liked, what you didn't like, what you want to see more of. I am going back to Disney Wednesday. Yes. 4 days away. Let's see what the beautiful app says. My wonderful, I love these things. It's 4 days to Disney. See? 4 days. Well, I don't even know if you can see. That was not what I was trying to show you. All right. Well, it was saying 4 days to Disney, which makes me very happy. So 4 days to Disney. Hello, whoever is here, jump in, say hi. So I know you're here. Just type it on in and say hello. I hope you guys are all having a great Saturday night. Hope that you are doing well, working through all the changes with the pandemic. And I was going to say, we'll talk about the changes going on at Disney right now, all the things that have been updating since the last time I was there even, and what things I'm looking forward to. If you guys have thoughts about what you're looking forward to, I see somebody is watching. I'm not sure who it is. So please jump in and just, type a little hello so I know you're there. If you're not sure where the chat is, I will do this. And that will show you where the chat shows up on your screen. You should see it off on the side. But it's been I know what's doing that. That really weird light is the ceiling fan I have going over at the light. I think. Maybe not. It just stopped. Okay, so if I keep my arm up here, it doesn't do it. I have no idea what's causing it, except for my very pale skin. Great. Hi. All right, so this is our time to chat with each other, to talk Disney, to talk whatever you want to talk about, or the state of the Michele, etc. I've been continuing to do vlogs about gluten-free eating in restaurants around the area. By the way, the cats are still in a standoff on the stairs. Like, they haven't moved since they started growling. It's been 2 minutes and they're just waiting. It's going to be interesting. So news of things that have been going on. So as of the 15th of this month, they removed the mask mandate from anyone who is fully vaccinated. If you are not fully vaccinated, you still have to wear masks, but it's on the honor system. So there's no way to know if people are truly being honest. You have to hope that people are doing the proper thing. There are still some people wearing masks. No, this is going to make me nuts. Are you seeing this light? Maybe, is that better? Is that better? I have no idea. I don't think that's me watching me. I don't think so, because I'm not really watching me, but we'll see. So the mask mandate is gone as of the 15th. They have been redoing the Jungle Cruise pretty steadily, taking out anything with the tribal references, things that would be considered socially inappropriate, things that are insensitive, replacing them with different types of comedy. I've already seen bits and pieces of scenes, like the scene with the rhino, with all the people stuck up the rhino. That sounds wrong, but stuck up the pole. Wait, because the rhino is at the bottom. And excuse me. Hey! I apologize, everyone. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. La 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 la. La 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 la. And it was just that simple. Sorry about that. So And you know, as a child, I have to admit, I didn't even notice. I just saw people stuck up a pole. I didn't realize until, you know, they started pointing it out, because I wasn't looking for it. And that's, you know, that's my own insensitivity. And I realize that, and I'm growing from that. But now it is a variety of people, of genders, of cultures, of races, etc., that are all up the bowl together. And that's fine. You know, they took out Trader Sam. They are working through taking out all of the natives, you know, the people blowing the darts and things at you, or with the spears, etc. All of those things are being translated. I just realized this is a very religious picture. That's the Pieta from the Vatican, actually. And it's a Michelangelo statue, and the reason I have it up there, which you didn't ask, but I'll throw it in there, I did a play years and years ago called The Stonewater Rapture by Doug Wright. I highly recommend it. Look it up. It's a one act, but they referenced that piece of art. So I fell in love with that piece of art from playing that role and learning that part. So that's, I've never been. The one time I went to Rome, the Vatican was closed for a Jesuit event, and there was this huge event happening outside, but no one could go in, which made me very, very sad for a number of reasons. It is what it is. But they, years later, they were kind of a brain. I have a brain. I know I have a brain. Years later, I was going through a Disneyland trip, actually, and Sonny and I went to a market in Carlsbad, and there was a photographer there who had taken that picture, and I bought it, and I've had it up there since. Roundabout story. Let's go back to Disney. All right, so they are starting to do pre-shows. For those of you who have ridden Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, how many of you have actually seen the pre-show? Because it was only open for about a week before the parks closed. Drew and I were there on the weekend when the parks closed. Like, they closed on the 16th, and the physical parks closed at the end of the night on the 15th. And we were there the 14th and 15th. And we got to ride it, and it was like in its opening week. We were all excited to get to ride it at the beginning. Got to see the pre-show. It's awesome. And while I love the ride, that is still probably my favorite part, and it hasn't been there. So all of these people who've been riding it in the last, since July, basically in a year, have never seen the pre-show, and now it's open. So I'm very excited about people being able to finally see that. They are also doing the pre-show, and what's the other one? Doing pre-show for Haunted Mansion as of today. They started doing the stretching room again. So now you've got the elevator, stretching room, all that experience that hasn't been happening. The good part about that is normally since the pandemic, and I know that Randy will be all thrilled and happy about this, is that I didn't want to ride Haunted Mansion until it got dark out. And right now it's not dark out until the parks are closed, really. But when you go from the daylight of outside into the Haunted Mansion and you just walk right through, you can't see anything. You lose all perspective, and the ride itself appears darker, even though it's not. So I'm very excited that that's back, because each room you go into, and your eyes get closer and more acclimated to the dark, and it gives your body that time to prepare so you can actually enjoy the ride. So that means I don't have to wait until the end of the day or know that I'm going to go and not see it. So I'm excited about that. The upcoming trip is a girls' weekend. This particular trip is going to be Flame, myself, Lori, who I did travel with a couple times before. She and I have gone to Vegas together, but we're not going to talk about it because it stays there. And we met up in Disney when she was with her family. And so this time, hello, whoever has joined, jump in, type in a little hello so I know who's here and with us. But she's joining with us as well. So hello, Terry, hugs and love, lady. I'm hoping things are okay. We don't have a Drew today, unfortunately. Thank you for the like. Drew's father's birthday is today, I believe he said. So he forgot and has commitments. Oh well. But I'm just talking about the upcoming trip and stuff that's coming down the pike. So I'm going to Disney on Wednesday. This is usually at the end of the crazy meeting, which I know you saw me posting about. I take a few days to detox, and I delayed it a little bit because of some other commitments that we were doing. And so now I am off to Disney on Wednesday, and I'm there through Sunday. Staying at the Coronado Springs, which is where we stayed in December with Randy and Jeannie. I'm sorry, we stayed with Randy. Oh, Dory. I'm sorry, it was Dory, not Jeannie. So stayed with them. Yeah, it's wonderful. I'm very excited. We are doing some exciting things coming up. I don't want to give too many things away because there's one or two things I'm planning some very specific vlogs to take place, which I'm very amused about. But one of the things we did do, this has been around post-pandemic. I'm going to say just under a year they've been doing this. It's called the Agave Experience. In the Mexico Pavilion, there's the fancy tequila bar called La Cava del Tequila, which I used to love, and then I really hated for a while, and now I really love it again for different reasons. I don't like the food anymore. When I first ate there, I traveled with, I don't know if you know him or not, and I don't want to put his last name on here, but his name is Mark, and he went to our high school, Terry. But he and I traveled together, and of course not. You'll get them all in the end. Wait, that sounds wrong. You know. Bangs. By the way, short hair, very short hair. I guess it's not as short. Let me do this. Ta-da! Short hair. It ends. You can see it end. It's very short for me. So we went there and we got great margaritas. No, I went with Lance years ago, and we had incredible margaritas. It was a blood orange margarita and a rose margarita, and they were incredibly tasty. And you had the glasses, and they had taquitos, and they had a tostada thing, and they did have like a ceviche, and they had like all these different mini, basically tapas type plates. And then I brought Mark back the next year or the year after, and they were very different. Like, instead of glasses, because it was Christmas and they were busy, they gave you your margarita in what looked like a glass, but it was plastic. So when I went to pick up the glass, and fluid started sloshing out the top. I lost a chunk of my margarita simply because I didn't know it was not a glass, which made me really unhappy. The menu went down to guacamole and chips, salsa and chips, or queso and chips. And they might have had one shrimp thing left over, but I can't eat shrimp. So there you go. So I mean, Mark can tell you, I was just like, but it was exactly. It was very tragic. Well, you always have a stunning head anyway. You don't need extra hair, Terry. So yeah, so it was highly depressing, highly depressing. Yeah. So I didn't go back for a number of years because I was angry at them. And then they started doing a higher end tequilas, and you could get it to go. So Drew and I went and we got really beautiful high end tequila shots. I think he got a Reposado, and I might have gotten an agave. So now this location is doing the equivalent of a sommelier for tequila, who does a 45-minute class for a group of up to 6 people. And you get it's a tiny place. So COVID and all, they're keeping everybody else out. And they teach you about tequilas, and they give you small tastings of either 4 or 6 really high-end tequilas, some of which aren't even sold in the bar. Some of them you can't get anywhere else in the country. And they do some food pairings to go along with it. So there's snacks that goes along with it. I have put in the gluten and soy allergies that my contingency of people are going to have. It ain't cheap. It's $150 a person for this 45-minute experience. But it's going to be awesome. I've seen a couple of vloggers who have done it. And one of the first things they do is something that I learned from a tequila equivalent of a tequila sommelier. I still don't know what the right name is. If you know it, please type it in there for me. But they did that you take a tiny bit of the agave, the tequila, and you put it in your hands and you rub your hands together, and then you smell it. And that smell is the smell of the agave plant. The lower end tequilas, you probably aren't going to get as good a smell, but when you start to get in at least a decent mid to high range, you can do that, and you smell it, and it's so nice. It's so nice. So very cool stuff. But so so we're going to be doing that on Saturday, so a week from today. We are going to be doing. I'm going to be visiting all of the parks. One of the things I'm doing, and this is all for the vlog, I am, hello, whoever is joined, type in and say, hi, Arlene. Talking about the trip. One of the things I am doing this trip, because I want to be going to different places for the content. I want to add in new experiences. I can't always go to the same place. Unfortunately for Hollywood Studios right now, we are still booked at the same restaurant that I went to in December, because there are so few restaurants and they don't have many openings. If I can rebook that to something else, I'm going to. There are 2 restaurants I would be willing to go to in addition there. There are 3 additional restaurants. One, I've heard cross-contamination issues. I've heard miserable menus, so I'm not going to go there. But the other 2, if something opens, I am going to look at switching it. But every other place I'm going to is a place that has not been vlogged before. So I can bring you guys new restaurants for new gluten-free stuff. Some of the restaurants are ones I really am not thrilled about going to, but I figure I need to try them. They've gotten average reputations, or not for gluten, like for if it's a gluten issue, or people are saying you get cross-contaminated there, I'm not going to go do those. But ones where the food is supposedly average, like Tony's Town Square, which is where you enter at Magic Kingdom. And if there were big parades going on or something, that might make it more worthwhile. I do have a couple friends who love the place. That's sort of their wedding anniversary restaurant, but most people compare it to a very expensive Olive Garden. It's so it's not necessarily the joy in top of my list, but I'm going to go there because I know it is a place that people who may not have a more extensive palate or may not want to do riskier stuff might want to try. So I've got a couple places like that. I take it back. There are 4 restaurants. No, at Hollywood Studios, there were 3 restaurants, 2 I'd be willing to go to. At Magic Kingdom, I have vlogged, not formally a dining review for one of them, but I've vlogged 3 restaurants. There are another 1, 2, 3, 4 that I haven't officially vlogged in the capacity right now. I would be willing to do it, but it's just, not my favorite options. Let's go with that. But I'm filtering that with Morimoto's Asia, which is a restaurant I'm very much looking forward to going back to, and California Grill, which I love, which I'm right now doing as a table of 1. That's on the first day, Arlene, throwing that out there. And I probably can make it a 2 if I need to, because Flame is not going to go to that one. She's going to be going there later in the week, so she has no interest in going again. And the Wave is closed right now for refurbishment. So, so stuff going on. So my question, I guess, to you guys, for those watching, and if you're watching this after the fact, please remember to type your comments down below, because I do still get those, and I will still be able to do stuff about that. I would love to know from you guys what you want me to vlog, what channels you want me to, what restaurants you want me to try, or what experiences you want me to try, what things are of interest to you, or that you want to see my take on, my experience. I am thinking, I'm just going to say just thinking about going back on Big Thunder Mountain or Slinky Dog, depending on who else is going in my group, because I haven't been on Big Thunder Mountain in a large number of years, and it doesn't go upside down, but it is the wildest ride in the wilderness, as they like to tout. So I'm a little nervous about that. We are doing some Disney bounding on this trip for one of the days, which we are excited about. So yes, I'm curious to. I see you going in and out, actually, Arlene. So I mean, stay as much as you can. and eventually this will be able to be played back. I'm sorry that you're having glitchy issues. But so yeah, Terry, Arlene, and anybody else who is watching this after the fact, including Mr. Drew, what do you want to see? What kind of content do you want me to have? Oh, I'm buffering. That could be dangerous if I'm buffering, because now you don't know what I'm saying. You'll have to play this back. Uh-oh. So yeah, so I want to know, what do you guys want to see me cover? What do you guys want to see me talk about? What is of interest to you guys? That's really important to me, because there's no point in me sharing content if it's not of interest to the people watching. So yes, I mean, if you think of things, you can type it in now. I think you're actually the typing is over here. I see it on this side, but you type it on that side. Or after the fact, you can type it down below, and I'll see that when the live stream is over. But if you think of something, pop it in there. Let me know, I would really love to see you get a different flavor of Dole Whip than pineapple raspberry. Or I would really like to see you go over to Tom Sawyer Island. Or I would, anything that you want my feedback, my thoughts on. More food. Okay, good. Well, we're doing lots of food. I've got a really fun one I'm going to be doing on the third day. Okay, I'll spoil it a little bit because I don't know how people are going to watch. So you all know that I love the gluten-free churros at Animal Kingdom, because gluten-free churros. There is a second place in Disney World that sells gluten-free churros, and that's at the resort we're staying at. And I didn't make it over there the last time I was there. So during the day, we were going to go and get gluten-free churros. And in the evening, we are going to go to the restaurant on my resort property and get the other gluten-free churros. And we are going to do an official taste test comparison, because this must happen. Different dipping sauces, I've heard. Exactly, churros. So I'm really excited about doing that for comedy effect, for informational purposes. It's the gamut. We're going to go back up to Dahlia Lounge. The restaurant Maya Grill, which is in that resort, is opening the day after we get there. So there's a possibility I may try to pop in and see opening day. Maybe even just go get an appetizer or something. I have to see how late they're open, because that first day I think we're in Hollywood Studios, and I think that's our Morimoto Asia night. So I don't know that I'm going to be doing a whole lot of food there, but they open for dinner at 5. I'm not sure if they're open during the day. Of course I am. I enable the best of them. It is what my joy is. That's what I live for. Enable. Make the joy and happy happen. And people can say no. And if they say no, I will go, oh, okay. Are you really sure about that? So hello, welcome, whoever has joined us. Jump in, say hello. We are talking about Disney. We are talking about my upcoming trip this week, and finding out what things you guys want us to know about. Well, thank you. That's why I love you too, is because you let me do it to you. So just want to know, your thoughts. Like I was saying, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's now reopening at Disney. I am thrilled and excited to do the actually, and I just realized we've got Aria. We'll talk after this. Isla. I keep doing that. It's Arlene. I'm just going to go with but depending on the days you're with us, we may do. We may figure out like doing the DAS stuff with you and trying to get Flame and I on your setup. I have to figure out how to tie. I think we have to tie you and her together to make that happen, or you and her and Lori, for certain things. So we'll figure that out, but that's a separate conversation. Hello, Jeff. Yay. Welcome. Now you get to hear me talking in real time, sort of, since we've been typing. So for those of you who are following, Jeff just went to Walt Disney World for his own. It was a year delayed because of COVID. And he and his sweetie had an amazing time. Oh, funny. Okay, well, I'm glad you got signed in. Yay, welcome. But so he and I met through Walt Disney World Adults, which is a Facebook group. And Arlene is actually in there as well. And we started chatting over cats, because cats are amazing and wonderful things. And as we continued to talk about cats, etc., we started talking about his upcoming trip. And I hopefully he was happy with it, but I was his guru through the trip. During my awful, horrible week, he was there. He would text me like, "Hi, we're standing in line for Big Thunder Mountain, but the line's not moving yet. Should we stay here or should we go over somewhere else? All right, go this way. You should go to this one there. Oh, we're really tired. We were thinking of heading back here. Okay, good. When you get there, go do this. This will be great." And it was actually a really nice respite for me because of how stressed I was, and hopefully was helpful to him. And we had a great time. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. I really appreciate it. The puppies are lovely. Samwise is wonderful, but I'm, you know me, I'm a cat person, and we talk to cats. So here's to cats. Me and my water. So, brain. So yeah, so I'm trying to find out from you guys, and now that you're officially in here, what things you want me to do while I am at the parks. Is there something you want me to report on? Oh, Haunted Mansion, the stretching room is now happening. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway. We're going to be doing the only 2 churros I can have. Yes, we are going to do the churros at Animal Kingdom and then the churros at Three Bridges. So we will do the official comparison taste test of which one I prefer, and I will let other people have opinions too. I am not awful, but you did churro tour. Yes, it was only what, Jeff? My timing may be off because we're probably not in sync. Only open after 5. Oh, Three Bridges. Yeah, most of it's a bar, so they don't open too early. Now, when they did have the Sangria University there, that was like around noon or 2 when they did that. And that was also, someone told me they have started redoing it. I have not seen it being offered, but there is a class for those of you who are down there at any point, or was, and hopefully will be again. It is a hour and a half long, maybe 2 hour long class about how to build and make your own sangria. They let you try their 4. They explain to you how it's created, and then you get to build it. You build your own, and you pick the ingredients you want, and then you find your perfect sangria. And Drew and I did that, and it was a hoot. It was fabulous. Well, think I found about late night, there was a 60 to 120 minute wait. Ooh, okay. Good to know. How late at night was that, out of curiosity? After 3 p.m.? I'm sorry. No. After 8 p.m. Because I think we're hoping to get there around 8. One of the other things we're doing, and I don't know if you guys have heard about this, and if you can do something about it, it's a really lovely page, also on Facebook. It's called Ears for Each Other, around 9 p.m. Okay, we're hoping to get there a little earlier than that because I want to go up to Dolly as well. So hopefully we'll have a table by then. I'm thinking 8 o'clock. And if worst case, they do it to go mobile ordering, so we could order it to go and have it back at the room. Because one of the things we are also doing is, as I said, Ears for Each Other is a page on Facebook where furloughed, unemployed Disney cast members who, since the pandemic started, have other skill sets and other businesses they're doing to be able to keep themselves afloat. So they offer services, and if you want something, you can post there, say, "Hey, I'm looking for X. I'm looking to make this magical thing happen." Or I'm looking for someone who makes ears. I'm looking for someone who does art. Or the people who will say, "Hi, this is my ear. This is my art, and this is where you can find my stuff." And they will type in there. You can connect with each other. And one of the people I found in there was a gentleman who's been in entertainment for 20 years, still not back on cast yet. But he does boards, tasty food boards. It's called Journey Across the Board is his website. And they will deliver to your resort. They don't guarantee a specific time, but they can do it on a specific day as long as there's availability. And we are ordering the smallest size of their little meat and cheese platter, vegetables, etc. And they will do gluten-free, and they will do, I think there were a couple other things, but I let them know what our allergies are. I let them know that we don't want, we specifically didn't really want blue cheese. No one in my group seemed to want to eat it. So I'm like, I don't want to put that on there when there could be a different, more interesting, better cheese for us, Or if you were a vegetarian, you could have it with no meat, or you could have it with vegan cheeses. They do vegan cheeses there too. But you can build the concept of a board, and then they will build one for you based on the stuff that they've got. And they will be, so we ordered the date night board for the three of us, and they're going to have it delivered to the resort on that day. And we're going to have that. And then we're going to go over and do the churros. So it'll be sort of an experimental thing. And then that, when we're done that, we're going to go up to Dahlia and finish out the night. We did also, because we're looking at ways to support, and thank you for the other like, whoever did that, very much appreciate the thumbs up. We are looking to try to, we also got, they do a sommelier recommendation and then a free bottle of wine for the sommelier's recommendation, which means you're just getting a bottle of wine for, and it was about $40 to add the wine. And then you can just get a more disposable basket, or you can get this beautiful wood board that is supporting another artist in the area who makes these boards locally. So we upgraded and we got the board. So I'll be taking the board home and they'll engrave it for you, which I didn't realize I picked the engraved option. He's like, what do you want the engraving to be? I'm like, so I took a quote from Auntie Mame, woman after my own heart. Life is a banquet. I left the rest of it off. The full quote is, life is a banquet and most poor sons of bitches are starving to death. Pardon my French. I try not to curse on this page, but there you go. Whoops. It's Auntie Mame. She screams it in the movie, and it was from the 1950s or 60s. So get over it. So yeah, so we're going to be doing that. But again, my question is to you guys, what kind of content do you want to see? I love sitting downstairs area by the windows, drinking coffee and croissant. That would be a fun and beautiful place to eat that. Yeah. Oh, well, so yeah. So worst case, we might eat the churros down in that lobby there. I know the lobby. Oh, Christmas time. That's where the Christmas tree is. It's so pretty. If you get a chance, go back to my November vlog when I was there with Randy and Dory. And we finish up the last day. Just we're all sitting on the couches there and just looking at the tree. And it's just, decorations are so gorgeous. Yeah, and Grandestino. That's, you know, because it will be in that tower. It is a beautiful little, I have not gotten anything from that coffee bar either. So I have to see what time they open, because we are definitely doing some rope drop days. Yeah, not a family-friendly vlog. Thank you. That's what I live for. So yes, I mean, is there something you want me to do while I'm there? Or you want me to go, here's my thoughts about this while we stand in front of it, or, you know, whatever. I'm just curious. My hair is frizzing. It was not frizzing like this before. Yeah, I'm all about not being a family-friendly vlog. I will not say foul things other than what I just did a few minutes ago. I will insinuate. I will be creative. I actually traveled with one person who did actually manage to curse during the vlog, and I literally put a off over the sound, because, you know, you can still be very adult and not be foul-mouthed, and I have learned those arts over the years, or something. I don't know. Thoughts, concepts, or what's going on, or what do you want to know about the state of the Michele? We're going to do this for another 27 minutes. If I haven't said so already, please remember to like this video and hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and share the stream or the channel if you have not done so, and help get the word out and bring more people here, because the goal is 1,000 followers. If I can get to 1,000 followers who stay there, I can start putting messages here. I can live stream in the parks from my phone, which I can't do right now. It does let me monetize, but it's not a required thing. What do you want me to do at Animal Kingdom, my dear? Oh, I would love to see the newly opened areas in the Haunted Mansion, Mickey and Me. Okay, I will definitely do that. Because the Haunted Mansion stuff is really the old stuff, but I will get that room, and hopefully the lighting on the camera will be strong enough that I can pick that up. But I will do that, and I will definitely get the Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway pre-show, because I love that thing. Okay, what else we got here? So Animal Kingdom, what would you like to see in Animal Kingdom? I know we're going to try to do the Asia Trek, because Lori, who is joining us, loves walking around with the animals, and thank you for the extra like, whoever did that. We are going to go see the safari. We did the last trip, we did the conservation station where I went and pet goats. And we did the drawing academy, the animation academy. I was way too tired to do the animation academy. I don't know if you watched that vlog. I set the camera up so you guys could watch the speed of the person drawing it. I literally started falling asleep while my pencil is in my hand. I am drawing. and I was falling asleep. It was awful. Some of the scenes from the Lion King show. Okay, now remember, because of copyright, I can only give you like, unfortunately, it's like 10 seconds, or I can't hit 20. I cannot hit 20. I think it's like 10. So if I cut like half a second out of each thing every few seconds, I can do something. So it won't be perfect, but I'll see what I can get for you and see if I can get you some AK. We weren't originally. Yes, I will get you in there, Arlene. A snippet. Yeah, I will definitely do that. And I might. I wonder if I even have one from before. But they have changed. Did you get to see it when you were there, Jeff? Were you able to go see it at all? Because that will help me pick what I do. Because it's different from what it used to be. My favorite part of the show they had to cut. You did get to see it. Okay, good. My favorite part they had to totally change that, and you may have heard it referenced as the Tumble Monkeys. With the Hakuna Matata number was acrobats in yellow monkey outfits doing not parallel bars, where they swing their whole body around the gymnasty thingy. Oh my God. They flip. It's two pole-like things, and they flip between them, and they leap around, and actually, yeah, this is a group that will appreciate it. Beautiful men flipping their bodies all over the place. It was so fun, and they were funny, and they did all kinds of uneven bars. Thank you, uneven bars. But yes, they're flipping themselves all over the uneven bars, and they're doing trampoline jumps and standing on each other's shoulders, and and I don't remember if they did trapeze. There was trapeze later for the one lady. She does the soaring up in the air, because I think right now they're just dancing. But great stuff. And we're about to have a Sammy sighting. You coming up? Come on. Dun, dun, dun. You hear her clawing the couch first. Here she is. Oh, it's the Sammy. Here, we'll even bring this down so they can see you. Don't keep. There we are. It's the Sammy sighting, because you can't have a day without a Sammy sighting. Hi, Babu. So this is the happy girl. She's very, very. This is your butt, honey. Can we get your face in here? I'm trying not to add. Yes, it's your computer now. Your computer. Here we go. Come on. Come here. There's my Sammy. Can you guys hear that purr? She has like the loudest, most amazing purr. I can hear her across the room sometimes. You good, Babu? Okay. So she's going to wander around. We may or may not see her. She may or may not shuffle the camera and the computer. We'll see. So Animal Kingdom, Lion King show, the Mickey Minnie's intro, the Haunted Mansion intro. So we'll definitely talk about those. She moons me. Yeah, she trusts me. Actually, that's a sign of trust. If a cat lifts up its tail and shows you its butt, that means they trust you. Yippee. And she's probably going to jump over and start drinking my water too, because why should it be my water when it can be hers? Okay, cool. She is cuter than Samwise in some ways. I will give you that. She's different. Let's just go with that, Aria. Maybe some scenes from Disney Springs. Crowd says, oh, we're definitely doing restaurants. So in Disney Springs, we are doing Morimoto Asia, Terralina Crafted Italian. We're going to try to get a drink at Wine Bar George. And if I don't do it now, I'm going to do it in July. In July, my nephew is getting his belated college graduation present. I took his brother to Universal and did 3 days with him, or 2.5 days with him at Universal for his birthday, because they wanted to do the Hollywood Harry Potter stuff. And then my other nephew graduated last year and was supposed to go, and then COVID hit. And he's now in a place where he can go again, and let me know that it was okay. So we have scheduled that trip. We're staying at Portofino. For those of you who know Universal, that's one of the expensive places. But annual pass discount in the middle of the summer was the same price. I think it was like $20 more than staying at the Coronado Springs, where I'm staying for this trip. And they give you Express Pass, which if you stay at Portofino, Hard Rock Hotel, or Royal Pacific, you get a free Express Pass with your ticket. So if you go into the parks and you bring your room key, you can cut any line with the exception of the Velocicoaster and I think Hagrid's. Everything else you can cut the line. So you don't want to stand, oh, look, it's a 60-minute line. Nope. And it's like doing a fast pass. It's amazing. Yes. If you're staying in those resorts, it is unlimited express. Just since I know you're planning for that. I will also tell you, if you are planning on going to Universal for anywhere more than 5 days in a year, and it's just 5 days in one trip or over 2 trips in 1 year, that is, get the annual pass, get the premier annual pass, because then you can stay on property and get 20 to 30% off of the rooms all the time, except for like high holiday season. You will get discounts at restaurants. You will get discounts for things you shop at in the stores. If you drive there, your parking is now free if you want to stay off property. And you do want the fancier parking there, the paid VIP parking, because it's a huge ass walk if you don't. I mean, I think Arlene has it, and so do I. And I, like I said, if I do 2 days at Christmas and I do these 2 days with my nephew, I've paid for it for this year. It's covered. And the more times you go after that, or the more days you go after that, it's even more beneficial to you. But again, that 20% off, if you get the premier, it's like 15% off at some restaurants, it's 10% at others. You get the hotel discounts. If you are the guy or gal who likes the scary stuff, you can go and get one free Halloween Horror Nights ticket, which most people have to pay additionally for. You also will get, even if you don't stay at that fancy hotel, if you get the premier pass, you get express pass for one time on each ride. It's after 4 o'clock. So you go to the park, you stay in the lines till 3:30, whatever. At 4 o'clock, you're allowed to start to cut the lines one time each ride. Again, you still can't do Velocicoaster and you can't do Hagrid's, but all of the others, you get that benefit from the premier level. So for all of those reasons, it's really worth it. Now, the only problem is you only get those benefits if both, like if you're going with your sweetie, both people have to have that annual pass, which means you might need another day or two to really make it pay for itself, because then you're doing it for 2. But they have like an annual pass holders lounge that you can go into in Hollywood Studios. There's also an American Express lounge that, because if you buy your annual pass with an American Express card, you also get access to this other fancy lounge that I have not been to yet. This supposedly has nice snacks and stuff that I'm going to check out when I go in July, because I'm probably going to send my nephew on 1 or 2 of the rides that I won't ride, because he's all about the roller coasters. More power to him. And I will say, hi, you go do that. You can do it more than once. I will be here and I will come out and meet you afterwards. Oh, vlog it? Oh, yeah. No, when I get into that lounge, I tried going this last trip in March, and the timing didn't work out because it doesn't open till 11, and it didn't pan out, which was sad. It was very sad. But I want to give you the tour of that lounge, as long as they let me. Anytime you're vlogging like that, when you're going around the parks, you ask permission. Ask permission for showing people your can I put you on camera? Can I film you? Can I get your opinion? If my wine bar George, whatchamacallit, I did a dining thing for Wine Bar George, and there was a gentleman who was going to be drinking absinthe at the far end of the bar. So I asked permission, may I come over? May I record you? May I vlog you and get your feedback? And so yeah, you have to respect everyone's, because if I put someone in my vlog, it's only 336 people who may or may not be following me at that point. But the reality is it's open to anybody. And if somebody does something that's embarrassing or whatever, and I vlogged it, you got to respect the people that if you respect them, then the respect comes back at you. You know what I mean? So, so I'm absolutely going to do that, but that's not till July. So the game plan for this trip, I'll give you the quick overview. The first day, I'm leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm landing at 8:40, I believe, going to the Tragical Express. Flame will be getting off of a plane almost the exact same time. We will meet getting our luggage or at the Tragical Express, go to the hotel. We're going to head to Epcot. I am going to go and finish eating at all of the food places that I did not get to eat at last time. The pancakes that beat us, because we tried, man. We did that whole morning eating our way through Mardi Gras at Universal, and then did our whole afternoon eating through Epcot, and we still had Topolino's as a dinner. It was an insane day for food. It was cool, but wow, it was an insane day for food. So I learned a lot about that. But so I've still got the 2 pancakes. I put up a lid. I don't know where my cell phone went. Up there it is. I will tell you what foods I'm still trying to get there. I did not try the lamb curry last time, which my friend did, Flame did, and I want to try that. Also, Northern Bloom had scallops, which she was not fond of, and I want to try. They have a new dish because there's one where I got the duck confit, which was wonderful. They're changing seasonally. So I'm going to be trying to get the seared pork tenderloin that they have there. There was one option at the Mexico Pavilion that was a vegan dish, the pop-up, the Isle de Jardin. I don't know, Jardin was on the other side. But it had soy in it, so Flame couldn't have it, but I still want to try it. And then there's a grilled veggies that comes with hummus, which I can't have, and a red pepper or something or other. So I'm going to see if they can make a special version for me that I can eat. But those are all the ones I haven't tried. So I originally was scheduled to go to Crystal Palace and have lunch. And I went, you know what? I still need to do all of these food things before they go away. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do all those food things before they go away. Because July 15th, I believe, is the beginning of Food and Wine. So it'll be within the first day of the vlog of me trying all those things, doing all those things, doing that experience. So that's day. So I'll do that in about 2 or 3 hours. That'll be my lunch, is kind of rushing through and eating all the fun stuff. Might do a ride if we feel like it. And then we're going to head over to Magic Kingdom because I want to go see the new Jungle Cruise stuff. And honestly, I'm looking at the line times. They're not bad. I've been trying to keep track of how awful they get in the middle of the day or toward the end of the day. But I'm going to be there, and I might not even go there until like 4 or 5 o'clock. So give myself 4 or 5 hours at Epcot, maybe, not even sure. But then go over to Magic Kingdom and be at Magic Kingdom until probably 8 o'clock, because at 9 o'clock is when I have my dinner at California Grill. So it'll be rides, Dole Whip. I'm going to see what the extra, I think the Kakamora float is the specialty right now, but I figure if I go get Dole Whip more than once during the trip, I can get my favorite, which is the raspberry pineapple. And then I can go back and get the Kakamora float, or I can see, maybe even go over the Polynesian and try the pineapple lanai and see what specialty flavors they have, because I've not done lemon or lime, which they usually have there. So yeah, see what's out. But the Kakamora is a coconut one, and I think they do a coconut pineapple swirl now. I'm excited about that. Oh, this is, I wish that my timing was a little different. Oh, did they have it at Georgia? That's very cool. Well, there's a place called Nando's Peri Peri. If you guys have that chain near you, it's Peruvian peri peri chicken. But a lot of those have a Dole Whip machine, and it's all you can care to enjoy when you get it. Just saying. Dole Whip. It's only the pineapple, but Dole Whip. Yeah, Cali Grill is I've been there probably about 4 or 5 times over the years. One day when they bring it back, I want to do their brunch, because that looked awesome. It was not cheap, but it looked awesome. They're like sushi and your omelet station, and I think they had like bottomless mimosas, and I mean, just, it was insane. I saw a Tim Tracker, visited that. It was nuts. But my favorite, I think, was Christmas Eve 2013, I think. I went with family, friends of mine, and with a table for 4, you usually get to sit by that window. And I sat them by the window, and the lights went down, and they're like, wait, what is happening? I said, well, we're not going to get our food right now because fireworks. And we got to watch them. It was so pretty. And they play the music in the restaurant, and the servers do not serve during the fireworks show. So you order your food, or you get your appetizer, whatever you're going to get, you get it before, or you wait till it's over. And the restaurant like clears out after the fireworks are over. So we ended up finishing our dinner at 11 o'clock, and like nobody else was there. It was lovely. But incredible food. Drew did not like it. when I went with him, he was not impressed. I don't think he liked what he got, or it was not right for him. That's one of the places he doesn't care about. And there's some other people I know who don't like it, but I've gone, I'm going to say 4 or 5 times, and only once have I had people disappointed. So, it's always a good thing. All right. So we got about 10 minutes left before I finish up for today. And we may have another Sammy sighting in a moment because I'm getting clawed right now, because that's what kittens do. You coming up? Hi, we're not done yet. Come on. There's my girl. There's another Sammy sighting. Sammy sighting. Yay. Kitten. You're looking down. Look up. Thank you. Look at those beautiful eyes. She hates me right now. Hi. We love you. All right. Sushi. Yeah, it was, but it was so basically buffet, all you can eat sushi, whatever you wanted to enjoy. I mean, and the spread was it was glorious. It was glorious. Yes, Sammy, she's going to start loving the computer screen. So I apologize for the bouncing. So in the, trying to think. So if there's anything else that you think of, please go ahead and type the comments in now or after the fact. If you're watching this and you go, hey, I really would love to see if she can check out X, or see if Y is running again, or whatever. Let me know and pop that in. But so yeah, first day is Epcot to Magic Kingdom to California Grill. Day 2 is Hollywood Studios. So we're going to try for those Rise of Resistance passes. Right now we've got lunch at Mama Melrose, which I've done already. So I'm hoping I can change that to something else. I'm not sure which one you want to talk. Which one do you want to go to? Are you talking about California Grill, or are you talking about Mama Melrose? I don't know, Arlene. And are you talking about when the buffet starts back up, or are you talking about the restaurant in general? Okay. So that being said, so it's Hollywood Studios. We've got lunch at Mama Melrose. I'm hoping I can change it to 50s Prime Time Cafe. Do not step on the stream. Well, they have a gluten-free version of the fried chicken, which I've been told is really good. And I'm hoping I will get to try that, but I have not been lucky yet. Yes, dear, I know. 10 minutes, sweetheart. 10 minutes. She's like determined that she wants my attention. That purr is so loud. It's insane. She's so good. Hollywood and Vine. No, you did breakfast at Hollywood. Yeah, that's the one restaurant I have absolutely no desire to go to. I've been told some people got glutened more than once there, so I'm not going to go there. When you had that all you could eat sushi and you kept breaking up. That when they offer it again, that is the buffet at California Grill, but it's like a $90 buffet brunch. And yeah, one day I would love to do it, but not yet. So, and I don't know if it's me breaking up or if it's connections there, and it might be my connection. So I apologize if it is. So yeah, I don't want to, 50s Prime Time or Sci-Fi Diner or Dine-In, the one that you're going in the movie theater and you're sitting in the cars. Those are the two that I haven't done that I would like to try, because I've heard good things about them in terms of gluten-free. I did eat at 50s Prime Time, and their version of a gluten-free pot pie is to put the pot pie filling on your plate and then put a piece of toast on top of it. That was disappointing. They do a cute little s'mores dish, a gluten-free version of s'mores. Although I will tell you, I had a dish today. I just did a dining review at a restaurant winery place called Cooper's Hawk, which I will try to get up for Wednesday. That's what I'm working toward. And they do what they call a s'mores budino. It's a creme brulee base, or like that custard cream base, and then a Valhalla chocolate custard pudding on top of that, like a mousse, and then a thick layer of marshmallow that they then toasted on top. So it was a hot marshmallow in this layered cup. And it was like s'mores. Oh, I couldn't even finish it. It was so good. I got it to go. So I'm maybe having more of that tonight, because yum. We can leave Larry at home. Yeah, exactly. So suffice to say, we are very excited about the trip. Like I said, Arlene will be in and out joining us for part of that trip. All right. So we did Hollywood Studios is day 2. And then on day 3, Lori is going to join us. We're going to Animal Kingdom. We're going to do Yak and Yeti for lunch. Oh, wait. The day we go to Hollywood Studios, dinner is going to be, I believe Morimoto Asia is that night. Yes, it's that night. And then the next day we do yak and yeti for lunch. And then we're going to come back to the room, get that journey by the board or journey to that for the ears for each other group, do that. And then go to, at about 8 o'clock, we're planning on going over to Three Bridges. And then at about 10 o'clock, go to Dahlia Lounge because that's open till midnight and enjoy the evening there. The next day we're sleeping in. Yeah, I know. Sleeping in. What a shock. We're going to actually try to hit the pool over at the big Mayan temple pool over in Coronado Springs. And then we'll head to the park. We'll try to do test track before. Test track is going to be ungodly. It looks like it's at least an hour all the time. So we'll see. And I'm now starting to hear a bit about rain coming in this week. I'm used to it raining at least once a day. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I got Beaches and Cream as a lunch reservation. So I'm very excited to try the No Way Jose sundae because I've heard amazing things about that. And, I mean, it's not fancy food, but I've heard great things in terms of gluten-free food from there. So I'm very excited to try that and share that. Then we go back and about 2 hours later, we've got the tequila experience and then finish out whatever we want to do in the park. And then we're going to head out to Disney Springs. And at 9 o'clock, we have a reservation at Terolina's Crafted Italian. And then we'll head back to the room. And the next morning, we're going to pack up early. They are doing a fun run walk at the resort that just happens to have one. More power to them. I will be packing and heading over to Magic Kingdom. I know me. Fun run walk is a bad idea for me right now. And then we're going to do Tony's Town Square, which I believe is noon. Make sure I get another Dole Whip. We'll have to leave the park around 5:15 because at 6:15 is going to be our Tragical Express. And then our flight is at 9:15. Probably, unfortunately, by the time we get to the airport, Cask and Larder will be closed, which is my usual go-to. If they are still open, I will drag Lori over there and let her try that because she's never had it. If it is not open, then we will, I don't know, Chipotle or Jersey Mike's or whatever, whatever. If we're still hungry at that point, grab something for our flight because we'll get in like 11 o'clock at night and then, head to bed. But that's it in a nutshell of the places we're going. There may be changes. You know me. If I can make the foo work toward my advantage and change stuff. No, originally when Lori booked, she booked so late that there were no park reservations at Epcot was the only thing available. So every day she was going to have to go to Epcot and then 2 o'clock she was going to join us. And just this past week, before I saw it announced everywhere else, someone said something about park reservations for themselves. And I went, just go look. And suddenly everything was open. And I called her and went, go in and do it now. And she was having trouble getting set. All right, I'm going to go do it for you. And I went in and we got them switched so that she is now able to join us for all of the parks. So it's very exciting. It's all about the foo. F-U, foo. We're out of what is it? We're out of cornflakes. F-U. Took me 20 minutes to figure out that was Felix Unger. It's not your fault, Felix. You just have a rotten name. Sorry. It's the play The Odd Couple. It's marvelous. If you ever read it. That was a non sequitur. So, but at this point, guys, we are getting close to the end. So if there's anything left you want to say, I hope, Jeff, your trip was amazing. It sounded like it was. And like I said, Arlene, who's in this chat right now, is the person who said she wants to help plan your Universal trip. Again, I'm all there to help you do the same thing because you know what I did for with your Disney stuff. So I will help you figure that out. Just kind of timeline out what things are going to take the most time. But like I said, if you can afford to do, well, here's the thing. If one of you gets the premier annual pass and the other one just wants to buy tickets, or you want to go with a lower annual pass that will still let you in for those days, then if only one of you does it, you can still get the hotel discount. You can still get the food discounts and the merchandise gift discounts. And if you stay at one of those higher end hotels, you just get the express pass anyway. If you stay off property, or if you stay at one of the lower level hotels, the only way you're going to get that 4 p.m. express pass I was mentioning is if you're both annual pass holders. And the only way you'll get into the annual pass holders lounge is if you're both annual pass holders. So, and if you want to get into that American Express one, you have to buy both of your annual passes with your American Express card. Those are the stipulations. But I think that's about it for today, guys. I am so thankful for you stopping in. If you watch this now or you watch it later, please remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you want to hear, and then drop that in the comments. So, or what you want to see in terms of content. We're on our way to making some more fun. I'm going to see about doing a live chat probably from Disney maybe Saturday night. I would have to be doing it in Facebook, which sucks because I can't do it here with you guys until I have 1,000 followers. But thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for joining me and chatting with me tonight. And I am very much looking forward to sharing some new stuff with you. Yay! So that being said, all of the joy and fun. I don't have a tagline.